you feel alive like you can't have paralyzed above the track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons.
Really practice game.
And our home team. On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. His guys got the season started on the right foot. A home victory in the season opener. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 20. First down, Atlanta.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get
Oh, big hit again.
And the defense comes away with a turnover.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. His defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
They get 24 on that one. That's enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
There you go. Set. First down. Set.
He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. The TD catch of the season. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. Back deep is Darius Davis. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Play action now. It's Herbert moving left. He'll get. Oh, he doesn't put it away.
Herbert, get it, dude.
It's scooped up by the Falcons. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Koo is able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. 14 on the pickup. And that will be a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a San Diego first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Perfect. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. To throw is Herbert. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's going to have a first down and force out. Nice
good.
Of 9.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Brandon Dorlus there on the tackle. On the ground, this is Harris. Good running inside the 25. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's enough for a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
The RPO. That one is complete. Well, that now is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Gain of 12 yards. It's now third down and 4.
Hey, Ram. Cap.
Throwing now is Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mooney in motion. On play action. Penix. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They are facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty pass. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Derwin James, the multiple times All-Pro, getting in there for the sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You could catch
this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler Khalil Mack, having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the... It's always been because of the proximity of fun division with great rivalries, but with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple of years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some real...
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake! And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down.
Relying on your kicker to throw the ball in an actual NFL game is certainly one choice, and that play from the jump just didn't seem like it had much of a chance. I mean, next time your kicker comes out there, just let him do his job and kick it.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Here's a run. Whoa. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of.
That one, take it in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference that I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped it. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Lion.
Now it's Herbert. Back to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. Ooh! A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off.
Baylor Tiger. Ready? Set.
Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Herbert trying to hustle his guys to the line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, San Diego. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it, and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And his guys move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people overlook it at times. Maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams, Tampa.
And he is going to go down, but we do have the marker at the line of scrimmage.
Good defense.
They may have jumped the gun.
Automatic first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
2nd and a yard. Akers. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
Now Penix moving outside the pocket, and they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To throw is Penix. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On play action now. Herbert. He finds a receiver. It's Trey Harris. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Baylor Tigers. Five nine. Go.
Throwing. Herbert. He'll find his tight end, Conklin. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the San Diego first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Al Herbert going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Dicker on for the field goal. A 71-yard attempt.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
A 56-yard attempt.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. So, halftime, straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
spin around the NFL starts now at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The Cardinals at home to take on Carolina. And it's James Conner. He's going to get...
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7 in all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coach.
And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, San Diego. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score our home team 24. Visitors 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, It's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. And I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll give it to Harris again. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
There's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Crowd right. Let's go.
To throw, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt.
In punt formation.
Ray McLeod, deep to return. This is taken out. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively, holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Set. 380. One in the hut. Ready.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They do go for it. It's Herbert. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. Mooney in motion. Running is Akers. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's Akers. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. Here comes third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. This is caught 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Akers is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown. On is Coop for the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's caught by Gibbs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Lovely.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
380. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive?
And that is caught on 4th and goal. They got it. Matt McConkey Game, this has been back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The kick is good. And his guys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Falcons offense starting to try out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 39 yards.
Let's go.
Mooney in motion. From the pistol, here's Akers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The home team's offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll begin with first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. Big play coming up. This is third down. Gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. It'll be a pickup of 10, and that will be a first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's another San Diego first down. First and 10 at the
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Camp it. Set.
A give, and here comes Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Another run here with Harris. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set. Delta.
Now Herbert. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Oh, yeah. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Good-looking drive. Rolls on 18 more yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Going left side, complete to Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 6-yard line.
Herbert to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Go.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. James Pierce having success early in his career. His 2nd sack in these first few weeks of the season. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back.
Yeah, it shows on the TV.
Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Trying to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
I think that's it for